Hello, it's Theresa. Welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. Today's video is kind of like a twofer because I'm reviewing some cutting dies that I received from PandaHallSelected. They contacted me and asked me if I would be interested in reviewing some of their products on my channel, and I said sure. They did allow me to choose the product that I wanted to review, so I'm really excited to share those with you. But the second thing is that the project that I use them on is yet another 3-page wonder, one of MayMay's amazing folios, and if you haven't seen those yet, I will link her tutorial in the description box below. It is literally the fastest, easiest folio you'll ever make, and I'm just having a lot of fun with them. So I'll link her video as well as the videos to the previous folios that I've made and some add-ons that I've come up with for them. Let's check out the cutting dies. These are actually two separate sets of dies, one on this sheet and the other on these two sheets. As you can see, this is a frame die set primarily, and what I love about it is these all layer on top of each other to create different looks. So these are basically like shadow layer pieces, but you can use them on your own, and I did that in my project to show you. And then these are the pieces that layer on top. Actually, this layers on top of this one, and this layers on top of this one. But then you've got these pieces in the center. I mean, you get a ton of dies in this particular set. These dies they come from, as I said, PandaHallSelected, which is an amazing online craft store. And the brand of these dies is Global Land. Comes with some floral dies. I did not use these in this project, but they'll be in an upcoming project. Got some leaves, different foliage, even a couple butterflies. I love this little kind of label die, and I did use that in my project, and I'm excited to show you what I did with it. Now, I also used these in my project, but they can absolutely be used independently. I just thought these two sets worked well together. And so this is basically, it's almost like a paper doll kind of concept, but a sophisticated one for grown-ups. And I just thought it was a lot of fun. It comes with a couple different length dresses and a skirt, some accessories like a purse and hat, collar, different hairstyles, even this wonderful dress form. So these are the dies that I used, and also from PandaHallSelected, I got this set, and the brand is Sunny Clue. And these are some awesome charms that I just thought worked well with my project, and I did use one of these on them. And I have an upcoming project where you'll see more of these in use. But aren't they beautiful? I love them. Let's check out the project. So this is my latest 3-page wonder rendition. As you can see, I used that cute dress form die right here in the front, along with one of the dresses, which I just decorated up with a little bit of lace from my stash. And there's one of those charms. I simply cut the little bail off of it with some wire cutters and used that to embellish my dress. This is one of the dies that I showed you, and this, pretty ornate oval. And this is actually the shadow layer. It doesn't even have the other layering piece on it, but I thought it worked well just as a standalone. I embossed my background here just to give it a little bit of interest. Now here's where I used that label die. I used the shadow layer as well as the decorative piece, and I used the decorative piece to cut out a sticker from the paper collection that I used and just inlaid that inside, hit it with a little bit of gilding wax, and layered it on this label piece. This is not a die from the collection. This was just one from my stash, but I thought they worked well together. Put a little bit of bling on the sides, a little bit of bling right here. I've got to have my bling. This is just some trim from my stash. Now, I thought my trim was just a little bit bright, so what I did is I just took my ink dauber And I went over it with a little bit of black soot just to knock down the shine a little bit and help these golds coordinate a little bit better together. And I thought it worked very well. I'll pick it up so that you can see the detail. I've used this paper collection before on my channel and I just love it. It's one of my favorites. It's from Cartabella. It's called In Vogue. And on the back, I used a sticker from the collection that says, "Life is too short to wear boring clothes." I agree. As we open it up, it does have a hidden magnetic closure, and I put just a little bit of trim right here in the gusset area. This is one of the add-ons that I came up with, and again, I will link that video in the description box below in case you're interested in learning how I did that. Made a little tab for it. It says Fashion Show, and this flips open. Does have a magnetic closure, room for photos. And in this pocket, we have a little envelope right here. And this is, again, one of the frames from the die set. And I don't have anything inside of it yet, but I will be filling this with stickers and cut-aparts from the paper collection so that the recipient has something to decorate the album with. This is a little booklet. Opens up like this, room for 4x6 photos. I left it undecorated on the inside because the way that I've designed this, when you put your photo in, you'll just have a nice black border showing. Use this pretty dress paper from the paper collection, which has dress forms on it, which I thought coordinated beautifully with the cover. And then this opens up like this. Used another one of the frame dies, trimmed it out with a little bit of bling. Now this is flat, these are just like little stickers, and I think that they work great in an album like this where you don't want to add much dimension. This is a cut apart from the collection. And in this frame, what I did is I cut out extra ovals. And so I will be including those in this pocket so that the recipient can trace around for their photo and they can cover this with their own photo. This also opens this way. And again, we've got another of the frames, the shadow layer as well as the decorative piece. And I put some mirror cardstock in there to make it look like a mirror. But again, I'm including a template so that the recipient can trace around it and add their own photo in this space should they choose to. And I left this bow open so they can just tuck the photo right in behind. And then this is also an accordion page that flips open like that. Thank you so much, PandaHallSelected, for sending these items for my review. I was very impressed with the quality of these dies. They're really thick, nice and sturdy, and cut in one pass. Just had a lot of fun playing with them. I'll include a link to each of these products in the description box below, as well as a general link to PandaHallSelected. They're a huge online craft store, and their prices are very low. Additionally, they've given me a coupon code for you guys to use. It's Theresa, T-H-E-R-E-S-A, and if you use that code, you'll receive 10% off your order. So have fun shopping and adding to your crafty stash. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please remember to like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Also, click the notification bell so that you'll be notified the next time I upload a video. Until then, bye!